Alright, everybody. Today, we plan on saving Nick Valentine, and then, I don't know, playing more game, I guess. We'll find out.
More game is my middle name, buddy.
More game. I'm very not happy that rhymed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
More game
I have a
is my
daughter and you
middle
don't,
name.
so
Doesn't
getting
that does
pogged
not
on.
mean I have less game than you.
That's what I see. Getting played. Sucker fool. Alrighty. This is gonna go very poorly.
Yeah, not good.
Oh!
At first, I was like, "Oh, it's a mannequin," and then I'm like, "Wait, maybe it's not."
That's not.
But
a
then I was like,
mannequin.
William knows this game. He's not gonna just stand there. And then I was like, "Oh, maybe he is."
I told you, man.
That was a rush of emotion. I was not ready for
that.
that.
It went very poorly right away. I wasn't kidding.
I
Trigger
mean,
man.
you're not like dead or nothing.
No, I'm not dead yet, but we're getting there.
He's only died once so far, so that's pretty good.
I ain't got no stim pack.
You probably juiced them all up.
Dude, the TV seems so much darker than normal.
I think you're just going blinder.
You think I'm
It's
going
fine.
blinder, huh?
My TV seems to be brighter, or at least Trailer Park Boys is brighter than Fallout 4. I don't.
That might be a possibility. I mean, we
'Cause
didn't watch Trailer Park Boys for like a while.
Yeah,
So.
because I mean, if you look at my TV right now, it's a lot brighter than what's going on.
Oh,
here.
yeah,
So
totally.
that's probably why you're having an aneurysm.
Mega.
Also, how
aneurysm.
many people just drove cars down here?
I don't know. It doesn't make no
Why
sense.
would
Like,
you-
this is a
yeah.
railway.
They just parked their cars in the subway.
Oh, here's a
Well,
little
okay, I
dude.
guess maybe to get away from the bomb. I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I guess.
But still, you had to get a whole truck down a whole flight of stairs.
Like, you're not really doing that and saving the car.
No, but I'm sure at the time that wasn't really their concern. But they got them deep in there. Look at that.
They just zoomed in.
nowhere
They're
near
like,
an entrance.
"Brr, brr."
Yeah.
Yeah, they just dumped it in here. They weren't concerned.
No, not even a
They
little
were
bit.
bahaing through there. All right, so this is where it goes bad.
I remember this part. I have a vague remembrance.
Balls.
That's just not good. You know,
Hmm.
I don't know. I thought about when we were starting the podcast, how we were going to do
Dude,
those
human
questions.
bits.
Human bits?
Human bits.
Oh yeah, the
iguana bits.
yeah. Eon guana.
Excuse-
I wonder if there's I want to check out the question generators. out
The
there.
what?
The question generators. Remember what we were gonna do for the podcast? I feel like it might be nice for this stuff too when we're starting to run.
Generators?
Yeah, like, so we can have some stuff to talk about.
Okay. All right. They better have some Cards Against Humanity questions up in there. All right, they're dead.
I don't know. I'm sure we can find a good one. Sure. Let's see what's up here. Generate a random topic. That sounds great. Let's do that. Maybe. Okay, that one's really bad.
What does really bad constitute?
It was just it just said do you have any pets? And I was like, Bubbles.
Yeah, that's wretched.
That's all we have. Yeah. What is your favorite childhood memory? Have you traveled to? Yeah, this is just like generic stuff. What's the least favorite thing about?
You gotta
this?
find juicy questions, man.
Are you?
Whenever your mom is around, that's when I'm up.
That's what. Oh, that one's that ain't gonna be it.
In short, these aren't good questions.
Oh, this one might be okay, maybe. Generate random question. What recent event have you seen that restored your humankind? Nothing. Literally not a thing.
Absolutely nothing.
Next.
Pretty bad.
What's simply too cold? What the frick? These are all give me an aneurysm. Can I get? Well, at least want one. Oh, okay, this one's okay, I guess. If you had one technology in your life, what would it be? So I'd assume it's just like a device. I don't know.
Cars.
Yeah, you don't want cars? That's really
not that I don't want cars. I don't want the technology
in the
cars.
car. No, I agree with that.
It's wretched.
But I don't have technology. It doesn't work for me. No, it's because I have an old car and I can't afford anything. Not that I would buy anything different anyways, but...
That's my point. You can't afford it. Well, and you happen to be smart in return.
Exactly.
These guys are going to get super duper dumb.
I could do...
Because you're gay.
I could do without a smartphone.
And I'm almost dead.
I kind of be okay with just flip phoning,
Yeah?
Yeah. The only problem is... I don't know, because I like stream music and then maps. Those are my only two problems with that.
Yeah, I'd be lost without maps and music.
Yeah.
I think we'd have an issue.
That's why... Anything else about a smartphone I really don't care for. I just want music and...
I mean, social media is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Balls.
Don't show that. Cover that.
That's not really what I do with my life.
Well, now you're here.
Gosh darn it.
Looking at some dude in his underwear. That's on you, man.
I mean, at least he's got
You
classy
chose
underwear on. He's got them whitey tighties,
No,
man.
well, not really. They're well, I guess they are, aren't they?
Whitey tighties are the best option.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are. Dude, this dude, Deacon, does not know what he's talking
listen,
about.
I like my freaking freedom, okay?
Oh. If you like your freedom, don't wear underwear.
No, I don't like
That's
that.
freedom.
I don't want it to be that free. I want like
partial communism.
No, I want my walls to be containment walls, but like I want a good area to walk. It's, you know?
No.
Like I don't know. I still want basically I think what it is I don't okay. Pants texture, not
Mom,
good.
stop listening now.
Mom, stop listening. Pants texture, not good. Underwear texture, good. Oh, if there's an accidental poopy, we're okay. We have something to contain
Dude,
that.
boxers are not contained in your...
No.
I'm sorry, but they're not doing
it.
Okay,
listen, okay, they're great. But what you can do is you can kind of do like a leg grab, right? So that it pinches them off at the bottom if there were to be an emergency.
Dude, have you ever done this before?
No,
or are
I've
you
never.
Just speaking out
I've
your butt?
never unloaded in my pants.
In recent history.
No, not in recent history. I've pants when I was like maybe like 9 or something, but I've not. I don't think I've ever pooped my pants like. Just by accident.
I've
or on
gotten
purpose.
really
I've never
close.
loaded them on purpose.
One time I've gotten really close. Like I let out a fart and I thought it was a fart, but I had diarrhea.
Oh, you know what? No, I did load my pants one time because I thought it was a fart.
I didn't
wasn't.
actually like load my pants, but like I felt that feeling, and I was like, "Oh, we gotta go now."
No, I did. It's like, okay, cool. What do I do?
You guys take care of this.
You guys take care. No, it was before I was even in the room.
Dude, I was at work and I took care of the most rancid dump you've ever. Like it smelled familiar.
That's not good.
But it was the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. It was bad. I almost threw up on her, really bad. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen someone poop diarrhea in a bed.
Oh,
but
yeah.
when you've got a lot of diarrhea, and by diarrhea, I don't mean there's any like consistency to it. Like
Right. It's like
it's like
more
applesauce. Yeah,
like
no, it's like more than smoothie. Like more like a liquidy smoothie that's like been melting for a while.
Yeah.
Like that's what was going on.
Oh yeah.
But when you get that going on, there's no composition.
No, it's just
So you're laying in a pool of shit
right
on the bed, you know, and that's just how it is. And yeah, bad.
Do you just bring in the pressure washer and flip them over?
I
and
wish,
just
dude.
like
It took me and another. I brought the nurse in there to help me out.
Yeah.
But it took both of us, and probably about 25 minutes to clean her up.
That's yeah.
It was bad. And normally I can do a resident on my own in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Like if things are optimal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That
was not good. But yeah, no, I mean if I'm wearing jeans, I normally I'm tidy whitey gang. Balls. And yeah, tidy whitey gang. If I'm wearing my scrubs at work, I'm free balling. I'm sorry, but
I can't.
dude, scrubs are like sweatpants.
No. That's
like,
fine.
You can straight up you can be super duper comfortable and not have a problem.
Yeah, no, like that part I understand. That's
8 hours, no chafing.
That's not my issue. My issue is this: I want to fail safe in case something with the pant region goes wrong. Like I think that's my
I just don't
main
have
thing.
those problems anymore, man.
I don't. I mean, I don't either. But
so that's
like not even that. Like
that's not
just
what I wanted.
Like I don't know. Like if you go to bend down and like some cracks start showing, like at least now you don't have an underwear layer to like help you out. You know, you're just.
Nah,
you're
dude,
just,
if some
you're
cracks
just
start
home,
showing,
you know?
that's free advertising, dude.
No, heck no.
That's
to
free
what
advertising.
the freaking 80-year-old ladies you work with?
Nah,
all day?
dude. Do you not understand that like
No, I am not.
90% of like the population that makes up CNAs is like very pretty young women.
Okay, but also
like
I work
they're
with
there, dude.
pretty much exclusively dudes. So that's not my thing. I'm not
I work with a
guy.
couple of dudes, and I very rarely see them. Like the majority of the people I work with are women.
Yeah.
The nurses are older, and then the CNAs are like under 25.
Right.
So that's free advertising, man. I got a dumpy on me, so it's not a problem.
I don't know.
It's not a problem.
No. There's a lot of no happening right now.
Got a dumpy on me, so it's not a problem. Yeah.
No.
This is super unfortunate.
You're telling me, man.
Ah.
What? What is that? What's the question of if you could change the color of one thing, what would it be? That's like gotta be the worst question I've ever heard. That almost
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
even
pretty
matter.
bad. I mean,
I don't even know what you do with that. What would be the best thing about losing your hearing? Okay, that was pretty funny. I like that one.
I don't know, dude. Like, you never got to listen to your mom again?
I don't mind. My mom's fine. I've never had a problem with my mom. I've never had a problem
your
with
mom's cool, though. Like,
either
you
of
have
my
a cool
parents.
mom.
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of
either of my
different.
parents.
Not everybody has cool moms, dude.
Yeah. Maybe you know what the coolest part would be? I wouldn't have to listen to freaking Bubbles yelling at me all the time.
That's a good point. Bubbles does scream like a turd, like
Constantly.
90% of the time.
Yeah.
Pretty much always.
It's a fountain stream of just insults, but I can't understand them.
Like, you know she's saying some bad stuff. that guy is licking things.
Yep.
He's not doing no more. He's not doing too much.
I feel like a 40-year-old white mom wrote these. If you had the opportunity to use someone's email knowing, would you?
Email?
Like, what? No, I don't care. I don't even read my own.
That's my thing. Like, why would I want to look through someone's email? It's anything on their email.
No.
Man, we just made people feel so old.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, people, but no.
I don't know, man.
Actually, schools. Oh my God, because that's one thing that always
I'm
drove
okay
me
with
crazy.
it for schools.
Well, no, I'm okay with it too.
Because you have a
but
dedicated school email, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I check the school stuff, you know.
No,
was
that's
fine.
okay. Like, I get that. But the thing is that they'd send us emails and then they'd say it over the announcements when we were still in high school. Be like,
Yeah.
check your emails because we sent you a thing or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I haven't checked my mail in like 6 months.
Okay, well,
And
that's
I'm
on
not
you.
going to.
I would
Like,
check
this
it.
is not going to happen.
I would check it, like, if I was in a class, it's supposed to be doing something, and I just like doing it, I'd check it then, just so it looks like something.
Like, because my thing is
But-
that, like, I not only very rarely check my own email, but I'm certainly not email because just there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't necessarily want to be there, so I'm not going out of my way with my email, especially not.
Well, yeah, I guess I had to check mine for band and stuff too to know dates of things, but most of the stuff that they sent was never useful anyways.
No.
That's bad. That's really bad. That's not good.
Dang it. My voice is so worn out.
Were you yelling all day? What did you do?
No, I've been sick for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give it to me. Piss off. Yeah. What's the hold up? You just how far back you went, or?
How am I supposed to do this?
What do you mean? You just do it. Figure it out. You're the one that wanted to play in the hard mode. Just go. Do what you did, almost to a T, just not the dying part.
Just not that final
just
part
that
before the
typical-
restart?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
just that. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
When you put it like that, it's really easy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not. That's why I don't fail myself. You know.
That's why you don't die in games?
Yeah, that's why I don't die games. That's why
That's
I'm
why
really
you've
good at
got, like,
games.
0 Mario lives?
Yeah, that's why I'm at. That's why I go to esports all the time.
Yeah.
I'm invited to all of them. You know.
When was the last time you played a Call of Duty?
Call of Duty.
Never.
Like the actual multiplayer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Never.
it would have been. Yeah, I don't care. I like zombies way more. I never really cared for the multiplayer.
All right, so that's the end of
I
this
played
episode.
No, it ain't. It's only been 19 minutes.
I'm incapable of playing this game.
Hand me the controller.
But you want to play?
Yeah, sure, I'll play.
Yeah,
I'll
play.
try some out.
Deacon will play some games.
I'm
I'll
gonna
talk
play
to
some
Deacon.
games. I'm
I'll
gonna
shoot
play
him
some
some
games.
retarded
I know, I've
questions.
never played games. I don't play games. No, I've definitely played the multiplayer a few times. You know
Yeah.
what? The multiplayer I played the most of was Call of Duty 3.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
3 was really good. I don't know. A lot of people didn't give it credit at the time, but like now I'm seeing videos pop up every once in a while where they're like, Black Ops 3 was the best multiplayer.
No.
there
Not Black Ops 3. Call of Duty 3.
Oh.
The actual third one.
Okay.
I played a lot of but I mean that was local. That wasn't online. It used to be online, but they took the originals.
So
Xbox
everybody-
servers down.
Everybody out there. And I'm sure we're going to get a lot of problems for this, but
What?
if a video
I don't know
game
where to
is
play this game.
of a certain age, it's mainly just the graphics quality for me. But like, if it looks like Mario, I'm not playing it. That's about as simple as it gets. The lowest graphics quality I'm willing to go is Fallout 4. And even that, like, sometimes I look at this game and I'm like, huh. So I haven't played.
Picky.
I know, because that's the thing is I don't really play video games.
I don't even remember.
Other than this, I haven't played any video games on my own.
Yeah.
Since we started this channel. And yeah, I'm not a big video game person. So when I get on there, I don't really have any desire to play the older games because they just don't look good. Like
That rarely bothers me.
Me?
If the game plays good, like, my only issue is like some games have really dark shadows. I can't do that. But like otherwise, even if it doesn't look that great, I can.
You're
play
so
it.
boned.
Yeah, I know. I can't see anything right now. No, but like that's why I can play like Road Rash 64 all day. It doesn't bother me. Oh, I didn't realize how boned I was.
Yeah, you got no stim packs, so you got to heal slow.
Oh,
actually, you
okay.
heal slow no
Okay.
matter what.
Sure.
So even with stim packs, it takes a while.
Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right, yeah. I've also not played Fallout 4 in a very long time, so we're going to see the...
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not supposed to smoke with a patch on, Deacon.
That's true.
Do you know that?
It's like doubling up.
You
your,
got to stop smoking with a patch on,
smokes.
dude. Like, it's not working for you.
No.
No.
What is that
Balls.
changing? Is that my grenades?
What are you trying to do?
What's the clicking all about? That's changing grenades, right?
What are you trying to... What button are you pressing?
I don't know. Whatever they call the right bumper.
The other
or the
button.
left bumper.
Hold the other button.
No, that's not...
Hold the left one.
Yeah, that does that.
Hold the right one. Hold on. Go to your inventory.
Hold on.
Go
Okay.
to your inventory.
Yeah,
It's the bash button, but go to your inventory.
These controls are gonna bother me.
No, they're good. You suck.
No,
Don't do that. Go to Molotov.
Yeah.
Click
Yeah.
X. There you go. Now
No,
back
I know that.
out
I know that, but
and hold the bash button.
yeah, and now you throw.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what's your problem?
It's just because the clicking sounds like it should be doing something, but it isn't.
You didn't throw that far enough.
Don't throw you far enough.
You've done a very bad job.
Woo!
Trash.
What other kind of shooters we got? Gosh dang it.
Dude, you were so
I don't know
close.
how to play this. It's
Go
been
to
a hot
aid.
second. I didn't have AIDS.
No, you have spades. Now go to aid.
Oh, there it is.
What are you doing?
I don't know where things
Eat
are.
eat that bubble gum.
The bubble gum?
Yeah. Then eat both those cram. Now back out.
Okay.
Now wait. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
Even with stim packs, like you have to wait a while. And stim packs are actually worse because they dehydrate you because they're a drug.
Sure.
So like if you take a bunch of stim packs, they're like, oh yeah, you're thirsty now, idiot. So. Oh man, I'm stuffed up. My voice is boned.
I know. Why is there a normal chat? I don't.
And now I'm
understand.
the speaker.
I know you're the talk. You gotta be the entertainer.
I'm the talking guy.
Yeah. Now you gotta research good little topics for us to talk about. Can I? Is there no like climb mechanic? I don't remember.
No, there's
not
not a climb
Can I crouch jump? Can I be a
Dude,
pro
Bubbles
strat
is
gamer?
licking the
How do you
crap
do that?
out of her tail right now.
Good for her,
She's
I guess.
she's souping it up, dude. Making tail soup.
I don't like that.
Bubbles. Bubs.
She doesn't care.
Yeah, she's a cat. So she looked at me and then she
Uh-huh.
just went back to licking her tail.
That's good.
Damn.
Nothing but
I don't even know where these guys. I mean, I know where they are.
Yeah, that went well.
I'm hoping that they just run through it. But we'll see.
What?
What?
You didn't do that on purpose.
I kind of, yeah, but no.
We'll say, if you're interested, after you're sick of this, we could do a Black Ops 2 multiplayer.
Okay.
Zombies.
I'll be down. Okay, yeah, yep.
So, you see how this is going, right?
Turns out, I'm very bad at the game.
Like, this is hard.
No, I know. I
They
knew it
don't-
would be.
So, something that... So, when Fallout 4 first came out, I didn't have a PlayStation or an Xbox One, so I couldn't play it.
Yeah.
But my cousin Greg, he had a PlayStation 4.
Sure.
So he bought Fallout 4 as soon as it came out,
Yeah.
and he played the heck out of it. He did a lot of stuff in that game. He played it for like 4 or 5 years. And, or 3 or 4 years. And, like 3 years. But he, but I'd go over, and we'd always either play like Black Ops 2 or 3 Zombies, or we'd play this.
Yeah.
And so that was like my first experience with Fallout 4, and then I eventually got my own PlayStation 4.
Gosh dang it. I thought I was going to throw it over
And
that
I
fence.
only ever had experience playing on like easy or normal mode,
Yeah.
maybe some very hard.
I think
But like
I've only
very
played
hard in
normal.
comparison to survival is like Child's Play. Like it's so easy.
it's like leaving
There's
chocolates
no
on
problem.
your pillow mode.
And then I learned about survival
Yeah.
because they had implemented it, but by the time I got into it, they had already refined it all the way to it is now.
Yeah.
And I did a playthrough on survival, and I learned how to play on survival. And once I learned how to play on survival, like it took me a while to figure it out, but once I figured it out and I got to like level 15 or so,
Yeah.
not a problem. Like I'm serious. Like I'd come up to like an engagement like this, and it felt like I was playing very easy. Like,
Yeah.
no problem. It's one of those things that you have to adjust to, you know.
Right.
Just like adjusting from easy to normal, you have to adjust from very hard to survival.
Right.
It's the same thing. You just die sooner and you kill faster. So
Dang it.
it's very tough if you've never played the game in this kind of setting, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. Man, I thought... I don't know. You think they would die just as fast as me? You would hope.
They do. You're just not landing shots.
I'm pretty... Listen, man. I think we already established how good I am at video games.
Well, no, it's tough. Like you gotta it's a
I'm
pretty
the
tough
best
game.
at first-person shooters. There's no one better. Yeah, that's rough.
Just imagine playing third person.
Well, you want me to play in third person? Got him.
Oh, dude, Fallout, yeah. That's the worst system ever, unless you're playing 1 or 2.
I'll vat him in the head, man. Bubbles is having.
Oh yeah,
an
they're in jail
aneurysm.
again.
Of course they are. But we have Trailer Park Boys.
I think they
in the background.
they get out of jail this time.
They get out of jail every
We're
time.
on season 3,
Ooh,
episode
that's not good.
something.
Well, if they just went to jail, it's probably episode 10. Oh, he was right there. Okay, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was interesting.
Yeah?
I've never seen that before.
What?
What just happened? That's not normally how you die.
Getting shot in the face?
Well, your screen did a weird thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's like I went third person or something. But then it didn't show my body. I'd assume just how I fell, the camera didn't know what to do.
Had a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they make it through this one. And Trevor and Corey go to jail, but
Oh, that's right.
yeah, they make it through this one.
Hang on. Cool. I thought I equipped that. Gosh,
Yeah, earlier I thought it was Friday.
yeah. Oh,
So
I could tell.
I was really excited because I was like, dude, it's Friday. You don't have work tomorrow. My shift got called off, so I don't have work tomorrow. We can stay up as late as we want. And then you're like, dude, it's Thursday. You can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like pog.
I mean, you can stay up as late as you want. I can't. I mean, technically, I can too. I'm going to very much not do that, though.
That's crazy.
What?
Dude, that
What?
drives me nuts because, like, my dad would tell me stories about how, like, when he was a 20-year-old, he would be, like, at the bar at, like, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And he'd be planning it out. He'd be like, yeah, if I get home by 4, I can sleep for 2 hours, wake up at 6, and then go to work. And I don't do any of that.
I mean,
Like,
I've done that.
I don't do any of that stuff.
I've done that, like, not gone to the bar, but I've stayed up for, like, pretty much all night. Well, I've done a few
like,
all-nighters and then went
that's
to
not
work.
the same thing, though.
No, because going to the bar. would be
Well,
bad.
it's different because, like, when you say it like that, it's kind of in the context of, like, we're still in high school.
Right.
Because, like, when we were in high school, like, yeah, if we were in high school, I'd stay up till, 2 or 3 in the morning and then go to bed for a couple hours and then go to school super tired because I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, I just, if I really had to, I'd find a class I could sleep in and then sleep. And, not like on a regular basis, but it would happen.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
And that's the crazy thing is that, like, we would do that stuff. Like, everybody stays up too late watching YouTube from time to time. Like, that's a pretty normal thing. But other kids would tell us stories about they tell me stories about how they, like, oh yeah, I was getting drunk at like 3 in the morning and then I came to school. And I'm like,
I could not do that.
Not going to do that.
No.
0 chance. Not going to happen. And I think, so first of all, I think the reason we don't do that is because we were raised halfway right. So that's for starters. Like,
well, yeah, like I get staying up all night, like sure, but then also being drunk too. Like I can't imagine, because like you're insanely dehydrated at that point too.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm
like
saying
you
is
feel
that we were raised kind of
it's like
correctly.
you feel like garbage
on
on top of your feeling like garbage.
Because I mean, for the audience's sake, out of Deacon, Coy, Wyatt, Blaze, and I'm the only one that's ever gotten drunk as far as I know.
Yeah.
So, like, for our friend group, like, that's a highly unusual thing. And we'd have all of these kids, because it's high school, so it's like kids are doing some weird stuff. And they like to brag about that sort of thing. And they tell us these things, and I'm like, dude, I am so lame.
No, you have...
But at the same time, I'm like, I have no desire to do that. Like, I've done it a handful of times,
right?
And it sucks. Like, why would I want to do that?
That's my thing. I'm like, that's not. I mean, sure, like drinking and stuff's like, I'm sure you can have a lot of fun doing that. Like, that's cool. I don't see it as being lame if you don't do that, because it's mostly the repercussions. Like, I don't want to wake up and feel like garbage after.
Well, that's like a weird thing though, is that like I do that from time to time. Like, I'm drinking the night.
Well, that's like
the occasional
dude.
Like over a month. Like, I haven't drank since I turned 21.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking tonight, but before I go to bed, I'm gonna suck down like 4 cups of water.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing around. And I'm gonna suck down like 4 cups of water. I'm gonna take a couple Tylenol, go to bed, and wake up fine.
Yeah.
Like, there's 0 chance I'm gonna wake up with any sort of problem.
Right.
But these other kids that we went to high school with, they talk about doing some crazy stuff. Like, you know, they're drinking a whole bunch or smoking some weed. I remember Sierra, if you remember her at high school.
Yeah.
Like, I met her and she put out this baggie and she eats pulls like a cookie out of it, and I'm like, what's that? She goes,
oh no.
She goes, they're my happy cookies, and I'm like, oh, she brought edibles to school.
That's
what
cool.
are you doing?
What
are you doing?
Right. What?
Like, you're bringing drugs to school? Are you kidding me? And the weird thing is that we're the outliers because our audience. Like 60 to 70% of our audience, I'd have to imagine, did some sketchy stuff like that.
Maybe.
Because, like, I mean, my dad's a pretty good dude, but even he stayed out till 4 a.m. and then went to work drunk as a skunk. Right.
Oh, we've all had like weird stuff like that, but I think it depends. The frequency and what you've done, I think, really depends.
Because that's, oh yeah, you got a point. Because there's like severity to it. So there's like.
Because
there's like you've had a couple of drinks, and then there's other kids. Like I know kids that did meth in high school.
Right. Like that's the thing.
So like there's a pretty big disparity between those.
Yeah. Right. Like if you had a few drinks, like okay, sure. Like that's not great, but like they're like but compared to doing a bunch of meth,
I know a kid. I know like 2 kids at high school that one of them. For his height, he was like 40 pounds overweight. By the end of senior year, he was like, he wasn't super skinny, but like, he had abs going on.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, like,
and I was like, what happened?
Because in middle school he was kind of chubbier.
Because I didn't find out until after we graduated. But that kid, and it seems like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But he was skinny.
Yeah.
And not like unbelievably skinny.
No, he was just like average skinny.
He looked like he was in good shape. And that's a very strange thing about those kind of drugs is that, like, over 20 years you lose your teeth and stuff. But I mean, for a long time, you'll just be in good shape.
I was gonna say if he can get out of it and then, stay the weight he is.
Well, that's the rough part is that like when you get out of it, like getting out of it is like the biggest
of
thing.
The battle. Yeah,
that's like. Doing the drug is wretched, don't get me wrong, but like getting out of it is even worse because it ravishes your body. Like you could be completely ripped on that kind of drug, and then as soon as you get out of it, like once you go through your withdrawals and everything, you're boned. Like you go from being ripped to being like a sack, in months, no problem at all.
72. Yes.
But anyway.
No, I know. Yeah.
I kind of feel like we should do some crazier stuff because, like,
I really
I like to think that my dad is an okay guy, but even he'll tell me, like, he's like, he's told me before. He's like, because I went and bought some brake clean.
Yeah.
I bought an entire case of brake clean.
Son, I
bought
the whole thing of brake clean.
Because the O'Reilly Auto Parts comes in 12 cans. I bought an entire case because I was working on the mini bike engines and I was working on RC stuff, and brake clean is super handy. And it was only like $30, so I bought the whole case. My dad was like, "Are you huffing brake clean?" And I'm like, "No,
Dad, I'm a
what is wrong
human.
with you?" And I honestly, still to this day, I feel like he thinks I was, and I hate that so much. I genuinely hate that.
Well, I don't even think it was that. I think it's just more of like, because a lot of the reason why like parents and stuff get upset about that kind of stuff is because they either were around things like that.
When they
did
age.
Stuff like that, and they don't want you falling into the same thing. So I don't think it's necessarily that he thought that. I think it was just like he was just really hoping that you weren't.
It just bothered me. I don't know, because I know my dad has done some shadier stuff, as far as drugs and whatnot go. He hasn't for 30 years. But
right. Yeah, like, I mean, it's just in his youth. I mean.
Yeah. But I know he did some different things when he was a younger man. But he'll still tell me, like I'll tell him what I'm doing, and he almost can't believe it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to work. And then I go home and just hang out.
Yeah.
And he'll look at me funny because that's what he does, and he's like 45.
Yeah.
And I'm 21. And I'm like, I go to work and I make money, and then I go home. Right. And like, my hobbies, like we'll make videos or I'll go like ride motorcycles or something.
Yeah. Well, it's just the
because he was my age. He was like I said, like I'm lame. Because when he was my age, he was calculating. If I stay out till 3:30 in the morning, I can be asleep by 4 and then be at work by 6:30.
Yeah.
And I don't do that.
No.
Because that sounds wretched.
That's the thing. Like,
it sounds
I'm
so
totally,
terrible.
Like, I'm totally going down to do something. Like, I mean, I jumped off roofs with you guys. Like, I'm down
yeah,
to do...
we weren't doing anything. That was like us totally sober.
Yeah.
Jumping off of
willingly jumping off
and then Deacon breaks his foot.
Yeah. But that bone is still funky. Dude, that bone was acting up today. I was like, oh.
Really? That's still affects
like,
you?
it doesn't hurt, but
that was like over...
I can feel it
like,
moving.
that was like over 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was junior year. But no, I'm down to do dumb stuff. Like, I like doing things like that, but I can do a lack of sleep. I've done it before. I've done it multiple times, but I don't want to feel like garbage on top of the lack of sleep.
Yeah, it compounds.
So yeah, right. Like, I don't think it's necessarily that I'm not having a good time. It's just that I don't.
You don't want to take on.
I just don't want to take right. Because, like, at this point,
you
I have
like
to
you
work,
risk going
right?
to work,
Yeah.
being a dumpster fire, and then your boss is like, "Hey, yo, chief, you're weird.
Yeah.
You know what's going on? You know." And then he sees you differently.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Like, in my line of work, like, if I screw up some electrical or something, like, there's a very good possibility I could hurt someone or just straight up burn the building down. You know?
Or
so
die.
like, right. So I want to make sure I'm doing my best.
So, with what Deacon just said, one time, this has happened one time in my life so far, but I did something along the lines of like what my dad would talk about when he was a young guy. And I got super drunk. I got completely hammered, like blackout drunk.
That's not Nick Valentine.
And then woke up at my alarm at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Woke up still pissed drunk. Went to work.
Gosh dang it. I just got through all that.
And I feel terrible, you know. And I went to work and I feel terrible. And I drove to work. It was an hour drive. Driving super drunk. Like, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Should have never done it. Horrible decision, but I couldn't call off any more work. And I was like, you know what, we're doing it. And bad decision.
Very
and
bad.
I get to work and I'm trying. And, like, so at the time, when we'd get to work, we'd all just kind of talk trash for, like, 30 minutes.
Yeah, as you do.
So, like, we'd get there at 6, and then we wouldn't do anything till, like, 6:45.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how it was. Because it's like we're in a shop.
Yeah.
There's only, like, 4 guys in the shop. It's a real close kind of thing. Like, our boss, like he would come in and talk trash with us.
Yeah.
For, like, 30 minutes straight. Like, he'd talk about his day, talk about, like, the night he had. We'd all just talk about whatever. And there's a new Cool Quantum over there.
Yeah, I know.
And there's a mattress nearby.
Yeah, I forgot to save last time, which really sucked because I'd finally gotten through this, and then
But it was interesting. So, like, I get to work and I'm still super drunk, because I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but if you drink enough and you sleep a very short period of time, you'll wake up still super drunk.
Oh yeah,
because
there's not enough time to.
It's still in your
get
system.
stuff
Your
to-
body
yeah.
doesn't dissipate it, so it doesn't get processed. It's still in your blood. So I'm at work, and I know that we're not going to do anything for a while, so I stay quiet. And then I'm trying to dodge everything, and then, like, 20 minutes into it, before we're even kind of done with our, like, standard crap talking session,
Yeah.
my boss goes, "Yeah, so hop on the forklift and go take the dumpsters out." And I immediately, because I remember thinking specifically of all things that I will have to do today, I don't want to jump on the forklift. Period. I'll do anything else.
Yeah.
I'll weld. I'll use the torch. I'll work on units. Don't care.
Right.
Don't make me get on the forklift. 20 minutes into work, get on the forklift. So I get on the forklift, fire her up, and back out.
Oh, he's not dead.
And the whole time you're worried that people are looking at you funny because you think that they know.
Right.
They don't know, but you think that they know because
Yeah.
you're a little on edge.
You're a
Because
little,
you know, but
yeah.
you don't know if they know.
Right.
So, and I pick up the dumpsters and I take them out back. It's like, I'd honestly say it's like almost a quarter mile out from the shop to.
Oh, really? It's a hike?
Yeah,
well, I
like
guess that's true.
It's a genuine hike.
Those plants are
across
pretty big.
the
I didn't think
plant,
about
like,
that, yeah.
because we have full-on dumpsters that have like the tilt thing, so you undo the lever and then you pop it,
Yeah.
and the whole thing dumps.
Right.
Huge dumpsters. So one's for
Lot
steel
of
and then
dump.
one was for trash.
Yeah.
And then we dump them into those ginormous hoppers that you see, like, at like construction sites when they're like tearing out houses and stuff.
Right.
And we have, I think we had 3 or 4 of those giant hoppers. One was like for steel, one was for like cardboard, and then one was for pallets, and one was for trash. And I go dump these things, and the whole time I am terrified. And I remember after I dumped them, I went to like dismount the forklift, and I almost fell on my tuchus. Like, I jumped out. It's wintertime. I slip a little bit, almost fell on my butt.
Yeah.
And I look around real quick to see if anybody saw me, and I was like, okay, we're good. And continued about my day. And that's the only time I've ever done that, and I don't ever want to do it again, because driving that forklift pissed drunk was the scariest thing I've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not a big forklift by any means. Like, my dad drives a forklift that's literally 15 feet tall. But this even a small forklift weighs several thousand pounds.
Yeah.
Like, you can totally kill someone. Like, you can take out a garage door, no problem. You can kill someone, no problem.
You know that.
You can take someone's legs out, no problem.
Yeah.
You
can
tip
in a confined area, too. Like, where you have
you
to
can
do
tip
tight
racks
maneuvers.
over.
Yeah.
You can do some horrible stuff with heavy equipment. And I would hear stories from my dad, because he's worked at a factory for like 23 years. And I'd hear stories from him about how guys would come in pissed drunk every day. Like, they were alcoholics.
Yeah.
And they'd operate forklifts or just whatever heavy equipment they had to do, or, you know, the press, and then they'd lose fingers and things like that. And then guys would come in high every day. And I just cannot imagine working like that.
Right.
Like, yeah. I couldn't imagine it before, and then I did it, hated it, and now I still can't imagine it.
No, I
this
still
is
can't.
terrible.
Yeah.
I still can't do this. This is crazy. Like, how
I feel like you did worse things sober on forklifts than.
Honest to God, I did. That's the rough part. Is that I did. Have I told you the things I've done on forklifts? I've made
the two things I know
mistakes.
of. The 2 things I know of is one time you accidentally put the small dumpster in the big dumpster. Yep. You dropped it in, and then you hit the garage door with the forklift. Those are
I super hit a garage door.
Yeah, those are the only 2 things I know of.
So, the garage door is funny. So the garage door was at a different company. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, that was. That's right.
So one was at the dumpster was at the first.
Yeah, I know which one you're
company.
talking about. Right.
And then the second one was
the
at
one
a
you were
different
just
company.
at.
Yeah, my most recent one. So the first one with the dumpster, like I said, we have those hoppers, and then we dump them. They flip, they like rotate, and then dump all the stuff into the big hopper. And it was winter out. I roll up to it. I tilt my forks all the way forward, because you have to when they're in the lowest position to get the full throw. And I raise it up, and I remember my boss telling me specifically, you always, when you raise it up, you have to like plan your trajectory so that the front of the dumpster will hit the other dumpster in case it were to slip.
Oh, sure.
If that makes any sense. Yeah. So you get it within like a couple of feet. You just kind of guess, and then you start raising it up, and as you go up, you kind of fine tune it. So by the time you get to the top, you just drive forward like 2 inches, and then the dumpsters hit together, and you're good. You're safe. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You jump out, take your big 2x4, and pop the lever, and then it dumps in. Yeah. So it's winter, and I wasn't thinking about that at all, because like he told me that I had to do that, but I was like, because I had worked there during the summer and stuff, and it was my first winter, and I had never experienced that. But he had told me that, like, yeah, during winter you'll have to like think about that stuff, and I just kind of took it for granted, because I was like, there's no way, because I'd been working here for like 5 months already. It's like, this has never happened. The dumpsters don't move around even when the forks are full tilt, no problem. And so yeah, the bottom of the dumpster was iced over. Got over there. I raised the dumpster. I tilted it all the way forward when the forks were low. Raised the dumpster all the way up so that it was over the dumpster, because that's what I'd been doing for 5 months.
Right.
And and I raised it all the way up. I drive forward like 2 feet because I needed to get a little bit closer. Went super duper slow. And then I braked as slowly as I possibly could at the time, because I knew it was icy out. I was like, I got to brake slow just in case.
Right.
But no matter how slow I braked. I braked as slow as I could. Dumpster starts sliding. Mm-hmm. Dumpster slides, goes right into the big hopper. That was it.
Yeah.
I got off the forklift. Was like well, shit. Got back on the forklift, drove the quarter-mile back to the shop, walked right into the main office area, went to my boss and was like, so something happened. And he goes, William, what happened? Because this isn't the first time some stuff has happened. Like, I've set things on fire before, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Stuff has happened. You know, and me and my boss had a pretty close relationship.
Oh, I totally forgot about the part where you
oh, yeah, I set something on, I set a unit on fire.
Well, no, yeah, that one, and then at your, at that job, you accidentally cut into like a 240-volt,
yeah, we'll get
wire
there.
with a knife.
We'll get there. I learned a lot.
You got a lot of
job.
stories. Yeah.
I learned a lot.
You have a lot of
that
scary
was a good
stories.
summer.
Like
not
I have
a summer, but that was
like
that was a good year.
I have maybe 2, and you're like, here are my handful of really sketchy moments.
So that's the weird thing is that like I think there's a genuine difference between like factory work and like electrical.
There is.
Because you're in a union. Like the union's really looking out for you. Like they teach you everything you need to know. Yeah. They don't tell you anything that's incorrect as far as they understand. And they are to some degree in your best interest. Yeah. But at factories, they tell you what you need to do, you do it, but if you deviate at any point, there is danger abound. Like, bad things could happen.
Part of the reason why you get paid so much, especially right out of the gate.
Yeah. But yeah, so I went and talked to my boss, and I was like, so something happened. And this isn't the first time I've said this, so he goes, he smiles a little bit, and he goes, William, what happened? I said, well, I took the dumpsters out, and yeah, I took the dumpsters out. He goes,
I took them so out that there's one in the other one.
William, what does that mean exactly? I said, well,
gosh dang it,
I took the dumpsters out, and now one of the dumpsters is in the big dumpster. And he goes, that's what I thought you were going to say. And he goes, well, go get this guy and very carefully fix the situation. Because I really, this guy was so fantastic. Yeah. This boss I had, one of the best. I've only had a handful of bosses, but he's one of the best. Like, he was my boss and my best friend at the same time. He was a really wonderful guy.
Yeah, I love those
I could not say enough good about him.
That was the same as my first
I'd
boss.
work for him any day. No problem.
Actually,
really great guy.
Pretty solid, too.
So, yeah, he was like, go fix it. So, luckily, the big one had recently been dumped or swapped out.
Right.
So when I dropped the dumpster into it, we just opened up the gate, grabbed the forklift, and dragged it out with the chain. So problem solved. But
when
I went back inside, of course, my boss has told everybody because it's funny.
Right, yeah.
Because it's a factory job.
Because
this is the thing. It's a factory job. As long as nobody gets hurt, nobody cares.
Right.
Like, they don't care. It's not that
they make enough money.
Yeah, it's not that they don't care. It's like, okay, well, if nobody died, then what's the problem?
Right. It's not.
It's a rougher environment. Like, they don't really care about that, you know. So he's told everybody. Everybody's laughing about it. And I walk back into the office, and this guy goes, yeah, so I checked out the surveillance cameras, and there's totally a video of you dumping this dumpster.
Oh, so you have a video.
There's a video of it. I can go back and ask him, but I've thought about that if I go back and ask.
It's probably deleted now.
Yeah, maybe, but
because I think those security systems, they only say, because obviously that's a lot of storage if you just have.
Oh yeah, running 24/7.
So yeah, 24/7, you know, all the time. So I think after like 3 months they delete them if you don't like go back and like, you know, manually save them instead of auto saving. That way you still, like, if something does happen, you have time to catch it and get a police report or whatever. But
so yeah, we watched a video, super pixelated, like 240p, really good.
Oh yeah,
it was really good. It's awesome.
See, they already put it in a meme format for you.
Yeah, put it in the schmeat.
Everyone knows if it's a lower quality, it's automatically funnier.
Yeah, it's automatically way
Dude,
funnier.
I still that has got to be one of my favorite Blaze moments. Is he's freaking out, telling me that at some point or that day he woke up and there was a spider above his bed. And he's like, it's freaking massive. He's like, I gotta show you the picture I took of it. But at the time At the time, we were on the.
He had his original phone still.
Well, So we were on the Samsung Galaxy S21 at the time, He pulls out a Samsung Galaxy S4. And so the picture...
It was not. It was worse than that.
No, it was a 4.
Dang.
It was a 4. But he pulls it out, and he's got like maybe 5 pictures on there, right? Because he's got like 8 gigs of storage, so you can't have that much. But he pulls it out, and it is the lowest quality picture of a spider I've ever seen, and I just start dying laughing. Oh, hi.
I remember him showing us that.
Yeah, no, and he kept showing it to me. Like, I probably saw that picture at least like once a day for 2 weeks. That was really freaking funny.
Blaze is a really good character. He's on the channel so far, right? Like he's made some videos.
It's only been you and him.
Okay,
so
good.
far.
So they've heard Blaze.
Yeah, they know Blaze.
Blaze is pretty cool.
But no, because I had him for like 4 classes or 3 classes. I had him 3 of my 4 morning classes junior year. Is there a crusty bed I can take a
Blaze is a fat, stinky nerd.
Yeah,
like
he
is.
He
is fantastic.
I love him. Yeah.
He's not even fat. But
no.
He is a fat, stinky nerd.
But he's super cool. He's just a cool guy to be around. He's funny not in like the typical comedy way. He's got his own charm. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, you'll know. You watch the videos, you'll find out. Fat stinky nerd. I hear some homies talking, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, where are you at? Where are you at? I got a fat 10 mil for your little dome. Oh, there he is. I got some fire in a can for you. Ooh, that guy got pranked really hard. He's no longer breathing. Due to unfortunate circumstances, he's no longer with us. Breathing subscription canceled. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I got far, and by far, I mean I didn't at all, but I actually made it past that room, which I really was concerned for like the next 40 minutes that I wasn't gonna progress.
What are we at time?
We're at. Well, I'm gonna call it here because I'm not gonna be able to do anything in the next little while. So, no, that was fun. You got to see how really tragic my Fallout 4 skills are. They won't improve. I might play again if William ever decides not to, but I think that'll do it for part 6. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to call Blaze a fat stinky nerd in the comments, and my dad a fat stinky nerd in the comments, and make fun of William.